Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. So on a day that is not Halloween, but you can see Halloween from here.
Just about.
Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And was it scary and make you want to eat lots of chocolate?
Kinda.
Oh, okay.
It was a little abstract, I thought, the theme.
Oh.
Kind of different.
I thought it was an academic theme.
Well,
I sort of appreciated that.
It was, and maybe that describes its rigor or explains its rigor.
Yep, there will be an exam at the end of this crossword. No cheating, no notes.
An oral one. But no, I enjoyed it.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have too much difficulty. I think I had one mistake somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it started off with a word that I've heard but was not really that familiar with. Birthday party, ? Doula.
Doula, yes.
And we should point out, listeners, birthday had a space in between, so birthday party.
That's right.
And that was rather clever.
Yes.
Good way to start.
Yes, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then we had 10 across, pick up the tab. I went for pay.
So did I.
Because that seemed right. But
Yes.
it was buy.
Bye.
And I had a feeling because I had, for 10 down pearls in a drink, I had poba.
Oh, uh-huh.
And I thought,
me too.
There's boba tea.
Right.
I didn't know about poba tea.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, and 12 down, creature in the animated film, Abominable. Yeah, it had to be Yeti, Abominable Snowman.
Right, but that, of course, would have worked with pay or buy.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I did like that. Have you seen Abominable?
No.
Oh. I hear it was abominable.
Oh, really?
No, I'm sure it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
At least I hope so. Let's see. We had 21 across. Is that true about me? Am I?
Am I?
And then right next to it, just stat for a successful squeeze play, RBI.
That's right.
So we had AMI and RBI.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. So when you have a squeeze play, I thought that meant that you trapped someone between like second and third and they went out.
That's what I thought it was too. But maybe, by creating a squeeze play, then another player can actually run home.
I guess.
Then you'd have an RBI.
You are my expert when it comes to baseball, so I'm just going to defer to you in this.
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure about the squeeze play. Maybe one of our listeners can enlighten us.
Okay. Athletes out there, help us out. crosswordpodcast@icloud.com.
I am not an athlete, but I just like baseball.
Okay, people who like baseball, help us out. crosswordpodcast@icloud.com.
That's right.
So the theme, as we mentioned, was sort of academic. You want to talk about that?
Okay, yes. There were 3 themed clues and a revealer, and they ran the length of the puzzle, so they were long answers, but they had to be when you find out what the theme is here. 16 across was BA in communications, and the answer to that was Braille alphabet. And I didn't get anything from that. I'm like, what? I guess, communications, Braille alphabet would be communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Then 26 across, MS in biology, and that was a microscope slide. And again, I'm like, well, yeah, that's in biology. I wasn't making the connection.
Oh.
And then finally, 42 across, PhD in computing, and it was pocket hard drive. And if you haven't figured out what they're doing here, the revealer really didn't reveal much, but anyway, it said 54 across, not distinguished by large differences or an apt title for this puzzle. And that was a matter of degree.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the degree were the 3 degrees that were listed in the clues, and the answers, the first letter of each word in the answer was the same as the letters in the degree. So BA in communication was Braille alphabet, and MS in, biology?
Mm-hmm.
Microscope slide, and then pocket hard drive, PhD in computer science.
Right.
So yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. But then I eventually figured out what they were doing there. Mm-hmm. But the revealer didn't even help me to figure it out. But I mean, it's like, yeah, okay, degree. there were degrees in the clues, but there were actually a matter of degree, I guess, or part of a degree in each one of the answers.
I just figured that they had they had several items whose initials matched a degree.
Yep.
And they were good.
Yep.
I thought they were clever.
Oh yeah, they were very clever. Mm-hmm. It just didn't sink in. My little gray cells were not working too well with this one. So anyway, but I did get it done and I got it answered. It did take me a little longer than usual, which is sort of like an omen. All the puzzles this week have taken me a little longer than usual. So I'm like, oh dear, what's coming here?
Well, maybe your luck is about to change.
Yeah.
and you'll do tomorrow's in 1 minute.
No, I don't think so.
5. I give you 10.
I think last week was a gift to all of us who struggle with harder puzzles. And this week they're taking it back.
Yeah, I didn't find this one too bad, I guess. Mm-hmm. 6 Down sort of slowed me down. Dungeons and Dragons character with healing powers was a cleric.
Yep.
I did not know that.
No, me either.
And I don't know why. For 28 Down, tennis champion Naomi.
Osaka.
Does the name Otari ring a bell?
No.
Great.
Remember there was it Cherry O'Terry? O'Terry, she was on SNL. She used to be in clues a lot. SNL alum blank.
Who played
Sherry
soccer?
Blank, and it was Sherry O'Terry.
Okay, because I saw Naomi and I thought, oh, it's O'Terry.
No, that was like Sherry O'Terry.
Sherry O'Terry. Okay, well, anyways, so when I finally discovered through the crosses that it was Osaka, yes. I thought, I'm not even close. I'm not even in the ballpark.
No.
I had 2 of the letters right. I mean, the O and the A, but otherwise I was way off base. I thought 15 across, Warrior 1 or Warrior 2 in yoga pose was interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen those, at least as answers. I don't think I've seen Warrior 1 or Warrior 2.
No, me either.
I mean, they have like, what, asana?
Oh, and downward dog.
Downward dog, upward
Lotus.
Cat. Maybe not the upward cat.
Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But yeah, those are new ones to me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hey, I just noticed next to Osaka, we had 20 across Doha native Qatari. See, yes. I know there'd be an Otari in here somewhere. Okay, that's maybe Atari, and there's a Q in front.
Right.
Still, I'll settle for that.
I wasn't quite sure how that was spelled.
Qatari?
Qatari, yes.
Just leave off...
Or what you would call someone from Qatar. A Qatari.
Or a Qatarian.
Well, that was it. I didn't know what it was.
Well, it wouldn't have fitted it.
A Qatarictonian.
Just start writing stuff, and when you write out of squares, you're done.
I guess.
So if you were thinking Qatarian,
yes.
You could just go Qatari. I'm done. Leave off the an. 17 down should have been. I feel like I should have known this immediately. Blood work and such in medical lingo, labs.
Yes, I knew that one right away.
I didn't. I was like. Mm-hmm. I guess no one goes to me and says, well, we're going to do your labs now.
No.
No.
Well, you haven't really been in the hospital that much. So.
Well, I'll have to go so I can get some labs. Probably bring in some dogs. 29 down, I sort of like the joy in that. Hooray for me, I did it.
Yes. Yeah, that was good.
And the one next to it, 30 down, obtained through logic, derive.
I wanted to put deduct.
I went immediately for deduce. Uh-huh. It's present tense, so I went for deduce. And
wouldn't deduct be present too?
Deduct?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that when you take something out of your paycheck?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Or deduced? Let's see, if I recall my tenses, deduce, deduced, deduct. That can't be right.
No, I don't think so. Well, you have deductive reasoning, right?
We do. And inductive reasoning.
And inductive reasoning, yes. So I was thinking deduct.
I mean, this is already a crossword that's got the next one to it, balanced, evened. I mean, that sounds suspicious. But, and then of course the gimme for me, 52 across, nothing runs like a blank, DEERE.
You know, I knew that, but I couldn't think of it.
You couldn't think of DEERE?
I know. They use that
John
so
Deere?
often. And growing up in the Midwest,
Yeah,
you
really,
would think I would have known that. But
your father was CEO of DEERE? How could you forget?
Actually, he didn't have any John Deere.
He didn't?
He might have had
Was
one.
he a harvester person?
He was more case and harvester, international harvester.
If I was like hiding from someone and they went, nothing runs like I'd blurt out DEERE and give my position away. That's how tied I am to that. And it is a credit to the ad developers who made that ad and that whole slogan and everything else around it that it's burned into my DNA.
Well, it's extremely clever.
Yes. Nothing runs like a DEERE.
That's right.
What'd
you put for 61 across? Kneading, rinsing, maybe.
Oh, it turned out to be soapy. That was fun.
I put sudsy.
Oh, well, that's good. But you needed the P for 57 down. Soccer org for Chelsea and Manchester United, EPL.
Yes.
English Premier League.
Oh, is that what that stands for?
Yes. I've done extensive study of the EPL.
Very good.
To say, I looked it up just a moment ago, and then we also had 53 down. Acronymic. Doesn't sound right. Acronymic achievement for Viola Davis, EGOT.
That's right.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
That's correct. Yes.
The only thing I don't know is who's Viola Davis.
She's an actress.
Okay. Have I seen her in anything?
I don't think.
Has she ever been in Star Trek?
No.
Star Wars?
I don't believe so.
Marvel movies? Then I've never seen her. Yeah, if she hasn't been in a Marvel movie, I do not know who she is.
52 down. Bird symbolizing obsolescence. Dodo.
Yep.
Dodo.
That's certainly true. I miss the dodo. I'm hoping they're going to get some DNA from like a dead dodo. Dead as a dodo, and then bring it back.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then they'll do it with dinosaurs, and then we'll have Jurassic Park 2.
Oh, please.
32 across. Let's see. That was...
That's a good clue. Yeah. Cunning plans.
Cunning plans. And I had it starting with PLO, and I went for plots.
Oh,
But then I glanced up at that fourth letter, and it was crossing 27 down. Alternative to white or wheat. And I knew it's 3 letters. It's got to be rye. So
that's right.
In midway through writing, about to type the letter T, I switched that over to a Y.
That's right. Ploys.
Yep.
I don't use that word very often. Ploys.
And, on Xword Info, on their site, the editor of Xword Info wrote, "No, I don't know what a pocket hard drive is either."
Oh.
And... for the record, a pocket hard drive is a hard drive that fits in your pocket.
That's right.
So I don't think anyone has used a pocket hard drive in maybe decades, but I guess it still works as a clue. All right. Well, I think that is it for today.
All right.
So thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yes.
Thanks for helping make this be one of the most popular podcasts about the New York Times crossword to come out of Northeast Wisconsin.
Right.
And we will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of what promises, according to you, to be a really hard Thursday crossword.
I hope I'm wrong.
We'll find out, and we'll be here to talk about it tomorrow.
Bye-bye.